What is going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. And I suppose before we get started here, I will just say at the start of the video, I did make an announcement on the channel, but for anybody who missed that or is watching this video way after the fact, so channel announcements aren't relevant, I am on a very limited schedule for recording here. Not only do I just not have much time for the next little bit, but patch 8 is right around the corner at the time of recording it, so I only got a couple weeks to finish this. And because of that, what I'm going to start doing now is, off camera, I'm going to start doing all the open world exploration stuff, just to kind of expedite the process a little. So we did explore a bunch of this stuff. Again, I'm not going to be doing main story beats, so anything that's important, I'm not going to do off camera. So we have something we got to go back up here for. And then we have the battlefield and some stuff in here. I didn't touch any of this, but I did just get rid of all this. Between episodes, the only other thing of note to mention is we did get level 8, which means we got feats. Most notably, we gave Shadowheart longsword proficiency, so now she can use Flayer Louve, which we picked up in the Underdark. And for my feat, I gave us some proficiencies in abilities, so now I have proficiency in persuasion, proficiency in, I think it was investigation, and then proficiency in history. All the checks that we weren't doing really good on because of our stats. I basically just gave us proficiency in all those skills. And without further ado of all that, now that that's all out of the way, we can finally head down here. And if you take a little peek over this canyon, you'll see Rolan out here trying to play the hero. I'm sure that's not going well for him, so...
Is that Rolan? I thought he had better sense than this.
Yeah, you and me both. Look at that dryad up. Let's head down. Let's pull Roland's ass out of the fire.
Go time.
Oh, like I need you to run all the way down here like a bat out of hell. Just support him in case he needs it. Shadow, same with you. You're just gonna chunk on down there.
Never a dull moment.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Move into position. Found this asshole. I have enough movement for that. You can hit him with this though. We revealed him thanks to our eye. Rolan is having a bad day. They do a lot of damage. They're not gonna be close enough to do anything, but we'll keep them up just for the shadow curse effect. We don't want too much to go down with that. Mage armor is good. No match for Astarion's arrows.
Damn it all! I can do nothing right! Not a damn thing!
What are you even doing here?
I was looking for Cal and Leah. What else? Instead, I found myself cornered by shadow fiends and in need of rescue. From you, of all bloody people.
Now, I understand his frustration in not being able to help his cousins or his siblings, and then we just always end up showing up. He probably feels quite incompetent. But that's no reason for him to get himself killed out here, so... You're trying to help your family. You're too hard on yourself.
Or not hard enough. I failed Cal and Leah again. Be on your way. I'll return to Last Light. I know when I'm outmatched.
That's good. You should get yourself back to safety. You're not in a good place right now.
What's hiding here?
The attempt was honorable, though. You did good.
I wonder if the gods are
You
watching.
made it quite far. Because we had this journey too. It's a hell of a thing for you to make it this far.
Careful, I bite. Simple.
Astarion, go ahead and pick these for me. See what we have in these boxes. We are going to get a couple things done in this episode. Oh, I suppose I should mention too, the episodes will be running longer than they have been doing. I've been trying to keep to like 35, 45 minutes in these episodes. We just don't have the time to do that anymore. So they'll be going an hour plus sometimes now. Just so I can get it all done in chunks and get this done before patch 8. Patch 8 is really going to hurt us if it breaks our saves. I'll have to start all over again and come
Still breathing.
all the way back here. And that's not gonna work for me, so I do not have the time to play this game another X amount of times. So, alright, we're gonna go back this way. We'll swing around. I am encumbered. That doesn't work for me either. Why am I encumbered? What is encumbering me?
No one back home will ever believe this.
There we go. I don't know what was encumbering me. Alas, we saved Rolan. Which is the main reason we came all the way down here.
This does.
Now, one thing of note, in this area, to add a nice little piece of the puzzle to this ruined battlefield, is this letter of surrender. General Ketheric Thorn, it is with heavy heart that I must announce the surrender of the Harper forces and its allies to your Dark Justicia army, under unanimous agreement. Harpers work against villainy and wickedness wherever they find it, so states our code, and so here have we acted. But I also know, all too well, how the statement continues. But they work ever mindful of the consequences of what they do. We cannot be party to the suffering of the people of Rythwin, and indeed of the great loss of life that this war will visit upon the Sword Coast, and perhaps beyond it. So it is written, and so let it be done. Kelben Arunsun, on behalf of the High Harper Council and its allies. 2 words are slashed across the bottom of the scroll. Surrender declined. So Ketheric declined the emerald.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Glaive and all the Harpers surrender. He told them to shove it. He wasn't interested. I think that's important to note, that they did try to surrender and stop the war, and he told them to shove it and said he wanted the smoke. That's the Tollhouse. We are here because I want the fast travel before we dip out. There we go, we got it. Now with the fast travel done, this main bridge is obviously out. That's why we didn't go this way. Although, actually we can still use it. That actually suits me perfectly well. So I'll hop across this broken bridge. Here we are back in the ruined battlefield. We already cleared out a lot of these enemy fights. That's how I got my level up. I was working on getting this ready to be nice and concise, which I think I did a good job of. We could just run into a bunch of places here and get the relevant dialogues and relevant occurrences. We need to go here because when we passed here the first time, we actually met up with all our friends from the Emerald Glaive. Or Emerald Grove. I don't know why I keep saying Glaive. You see here's Icaron, he's the guard. Sharek, Rochelle, Memnos, Zeph, Amek, Caldani, and Taron. So we're not seeing Beck's husband, and we're not seeing Zoru, and we're also not seeing the main leader of all these. I do wonder if we can try and kind of find out what happened here.
The corpse has nothing.
Nothing on that one. Are any of you willing to talk to us?
The corpse does not respond.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard from the other tieflings what actually went down here. It seems like they only managed to kill 1 cultist. Which is, I mean, I would have expected them to be able to do a little more damage. The tieflings weren't a joke. They did pretty good when we were helping them fight in the grove. They couldn't handle the heat of the druids, but it's not necessarily a slight on them. Not many people can. I gotta help There's a cool little NPC up here that's gonna give us a quest that relates back down in here. So we already have one for the Masons Guild that we picked up. We just need to zip up here and talk to him for a second. It is right up here. This is where we need to go. Let the AI do the pattern for us. Hopefully we won't be jumping off any more rooftops and dying. I wonder what's going on here. We are running around trying to find the borders of that blight. The ruins east of Last Light proved to be highly dangerous, with deep biting shadows. Another suspicious one is that house on the hillock, a little further on. It seems dark and empty, but voices come from there. One of the others swears to me that he heard a child's laughter, and saw Githyanki warriors approach the house from a distance. Surely his imagination must be getting the better of him out there. Well, he looks like he might have heard something about Nathaniel, so let's talk to him. Is that a drow harper? Wouldn't be the first we've seen. We did see some down in the Grimforge.
Corpse regards you lifelessly.
It's a Dwargar harper. What were you doing here?
Scouting, seeking gaps in cultist defenses.
Did you find a gap in the cultist defenses?
Caravan to Moonroy's towers. Know how to keep the shadows at bay.
Well, we already figured that out with the lantern. What happened to you?
The forest, no escape. The darkness turns all, twists all.
Yeah, we got a taste of that when we first came in. Where did you come from?
Last light in. Sanctuary from darkness. Stronghold.
Basically, anybody that isn't Shadowheart has a real bad day in these shadows. Speaking of Shadowheart, we actually got something for her in between.
Karlach. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
At least she knows she has enough to spend it alone, right? Remember when you told me night orchids were your favorite flowers?
Rings a bell? Why?
It just so happens I have one right here.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking! They're safe.
You did a pretty good job
and
of selling that.
beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
I'm sure you'll come up with something in time.
We'll see. Give me a while to put my imagination to work.
Ketheric Thorm, what do you think of him?
Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie.
Well, it seems like he forsook the Night Singer. Or whatever else, and the Absolute. I don't think he's too interested in pledging allegiances to your god anymore, Shadowheart.
Where lies your guilt?
The waning moon.
I've met few who can also commune with the dead.
And I have met few who stand so tall and fearless in the face of the unknown. Be on your way, brave soul.
He's certainly a little edgy, isn't he?
A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us. The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
Depends. Who murdered this woman?
She is not the victim. Nay, she is the perpetrator. This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence, promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her, and to this day her victims lie unavenged.
She's dead. How much more can she pay?
Death is not the end, merely another beginning. I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her own hand.
You want a
Through
confession?
it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes.
That's powerful magic.
Not for one such as I.
And what is one
Your
such
soul
as you?
sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice, to avenge her victims. Will you take it?
I will certainly look into it.
I thank you, as do those who died by her words. Go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger and bring it to me.
I have no problem doing that, in theory at least. He who was. Now he has no worries about the curse either.
You can leave.
He's just relaxing about that. Also, quick point out too, is up here is the way we would have come if we went the Underdark route. So you remember the elevator in the back of the Underdark after we finished wrapping up that place? There was an elevator that would take us to right up here. I think I clicked the right way. Yes, I did. Yeah, that would bring us to here. This is the edge of the Shah outpost. Well, there isn't much cause for us to even come here, to be quite honest, but I figured we'd dip in and tie everything together. He's an adept of the absolute. With his orders, I have been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to the Grimforge for future expeditions. True Soul Nia will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find here that Ketheric created so long ago, now sealed by the curse? Grimforge could hold untold treasures for the Absolute's uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble. Quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though I am not as experienced in such matters as I'd wish to be. I set up the explosives with care, though I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines hold, what might lie beyond, or whether I've even set things up correctly. Absolute, protect me. And as you can see, it did not. Broken Moon Lantern will have no use for that whatsoever. Absolutist Expedition Key. This yellowed book contains a series of architectural plans. One shows an elevator leading from the wilds outside a town called Rythwin to the Underdark. Down here is the chest we just snagged the key for. And this is the elevator to the Underdark. This is where we would have come out if we had taken that path. And in here, there's just some health potions and some torches. Yes, I thought it was a nice little way to tie that all in, just so anybody who was curious about what if you went the way that I didn't decide to go, you would have come out right here. And I guess you would have faced a slightly different thing, but like I'm not sure how you would go about getting to the Dryder if you came out this way, but I imagine it just spawns in over here. I've actually never gone this way. I've always doubled back and gone the mountain route, which is why I did that in my Let's Play too. It's just the way that I've always done it. Now we have his quest. Next up is the ruined battlefield. This is the little hill that Harper said they could hear childlike giggles in, and apparently Githyanki were approaching.
No fun. All I wanted was to play.
Well, you wanted us to play, right? That's not creepy at all. Swing around the outside of this place first. Seems like we can chit-chat to this one.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
How did you die?
Foolish games. Shadow. Ambushed. Shameful death. Dishonor to Vlaakith.
Well, if it's any consolation, if you felt better, you would have died if you did better and improved yourself. She would have eaten you to extend her life. Are there other Githyanki nearby?
Not in the Shadowlands. Atop the mountain reaching to the sun.
So they sent you all down here. How do I fight the curse?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Are the Githyanki just immune to this curse? Where are you from?
Kresh Yilik, hidden among the mountains, veiled by ruins.
Why were you here?
Training, becoming a Sar, leading my kin.
The spell's power
You got them all
wanes.
killed.
You can ask no more questions.
Then again, there's some stuff is just above everybody's pay grade, right?
Keep a blade close. Can't give up now. One day I'll catch a break.
Boo! I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek. Will you play with me?
You're very blighted. In a moment, maybe. Have you seen another little boy? His name is Daniel.
I don't know anyone called that. Don't ask me again.
You seem like you're lying a
Now
little.
play with me.
Druid wisdom. Familiar magic exudes from this boy. Try to commune with it. Shadow, give us guidance.
Below the layers of shadow and curse, you sneak a fleeting glance of this creature's true nature. Not an ordinary child, but not a spectre either. One part of a greater whole, something ancient and oddly sad.
You're not what you say you are. I can sense it.
I don't know what you mean. I'm just me. I have a mummy, a daddy, a pet doggy.
What are your parents' names? Maybe I can find them.
They don't need names. They just need to be mummy and daddy and do what I want. Now play with me or they'll be angry with you.
The boy doesn't like these questions because he has no real answers and perhaps no real family.
You're no ordinary little boy, are you? I can sense it.
I don't know what you mean. The shadows must be making your head go funny.
Right. You want to play? Fine.
All right. I'll hide and you seek. Find me and you win.
And if I don't find you?
Then you lose.
Alright, let's begin.
Get ready. And no cheating. You weren't supposed to find me. You weren't supposed to win.
Don't be a soul loser.
You're not my daddy. Don't tell me what to do. Let's play another game. I deserve a chance to even the score. Try to find me again, but my family will be looking for you at the same time, so don't get caught.
Oh, you're cheating. He's cheating here.
Must be on my way. Oh, man slipped.
Ah, okay, we're doing this, are we?
I have to survive this.
Well, it looks like I got myself a fight on my hands, so
This quick.
no sense postponing this. May as well get to business.
Time to kill.
Just like old times.
Shadows are very tough individuals.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Thought I might have been able to be sneaky there and still just end turn-based mode and assume that they wouldn't get caught, but it's actually me who got caught, surprisingly. It wasn't even my companions that messed up.
I could go for a good meal.
Karlak? Oh, you guys are asleep. I imagine that's the little boy's doing.
Down the hatch.
We love Smite the Graceless. Again, love Smite the Graceless.
At the ready.
Don't like critical misses.
Let's have some courage.
Astarion, move in for me.
Let's finish
I
this.
don't know how he got all these shadow cursed individuals to. I guess he probably controls it if this is Daniel. The shadows most likely belong to him. You gotta stop missing those attacks.
I've missed this.
It's gonna get some good opening damage for us.
What now?
Gods, it's
Karlak, are you in range? She is.
this.
It's gonna be the best option to deal with this.
Blood comes easy these days.
Got to focus.
Sometimes the only way out is through. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Let's get that out before this becomes a problem.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't touch me.
I guess he doesn't feel like talking to us. Maybe we can still get away with not having this
All's well that ends.
turn into violence.
Could have.
I win! I always win in the end. You did better than most, though, so I'll let you go. Here. Second prize. You'll need it.
Can you give me Ring of Shadows?
These boots have seen everything.
I won fair and square. There's no point in playing again. I want a challenge. Go on, find someone else to play with.
Okay. We are gonna need to talk to Halsin about him, but I don't think there's much more we can do with that for now. So let's go on back down to Wraithwind Town. We had two objectives here.
Got a long road ahead.
The Tollhouse is definitely one of them. The next one we had to go to a bar. We're looking here. That's the House of Healing. That's the bar. And over here is Moonrise Towers. Where's my camera? There we go. I got a little confused there. Okay, so I suppose we probably should check out the Tollhouse. Inspector's memo.
Better not be cursed.
Burzu's up to his old tricks, the damn rat. Tried to sail right past without paying toll. A half dozen crates this time, as if we'd miss a shipment that large. Transfer them to impound, and no funny business. We seized 2 chalices just days ago, 1 silver, 1 gold, but it seems they grew legs and walked off. Odd, isn't it? I'm not pointing fingers, mind you, but those chalices don't walk right on back. Gringoth will want answers, and she'll be asking you first.
Nothing of value. Filthy.
Sounds like somebody was skimming from the top. That's a giant safe.
I'll take that.
Some gold around here. Another giant safe. I suppose we should head on upstairs. There's an interesting little encounter here, actually.
Alive, so that's progress.
Actually, most of these. A fun little fact. There are 3 bosses in this town. And you can deal with all 3 in very unique, fun ways. Let's see if we can get this one done in a fun, unique way.
What do you bring?
Gringoth Thorn. What do you require?
I require good.
It looks like your corruption got the better of you. If I give you gold, what do I get in return?
You can pass, but first you must pay.
Seems to me you have enough.
No! 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 You must pay!
Okay. Yeah.
More!
You want more? How much do you want exactly?
All that you have.
I don't hand out so much gold for so little in return.
You may pass the river, but first you must pay.
We can lie here. We can persuade. I've already paid.
More gold.
Why stay in this rotted building? Take your gold and be free. Tough check. We did not make the check. You have 4 inspiration. We'll give it a few tries. That was worse than the first attempt. I'll likely only do this 1 more time.
The gold is not for me. The gold is for the toll. I collect the toll. I collect the gold.
Says who? Seems to me there's no one here to oversee you. Need a 21 for this. Yeah, that'll be the day, I suppose. Alright, well, I'm not interested in spending any more.
I do not need an
Okay, now we're in a very tough fight. She has 600 health. Unfortunately, we couldn't pass that check, and we're not going to get a second chance.
No escape.
I suppose this will be quite interesting because actually never fought this thing legit before. Oh. Indeed, huh? Remember when I said it'd be interesting? We have no recent autosaves either. Ouch. Well, this is gonna sting. Should have passed the check. Damn, I almost got one-shotted too.
No word.
Alright, Karlak.
Aye, aye.
She's very chunky. This will be interesting. Like I said, I've always passed those checks.
Push my luck again.
Never even attempted to do it any differently. Let's heal.
Light on my feet.
Trying to be cheeky with spike growth, I suppose.
If you will not give, then I will take.
Legendary resistance to incapacitation, huh? Of course her little minions fly, so spike growth's not going to do anything for that. Totally forgot to save up in here before we came, which is a huge mistake on my part. This is already a glorious shit show. Yeah, it hurts. It's about to hurt a whole lot more, Starion, unfortunately. Do whatever we can do here. I wonder if we can get a second up. It despawns the first one. Was not aware of that. Karlak's okay for health so far. A little bit of health to play with now. Not a lot, granted. Oh, I see. We kill her minions and all of a sudden this gets a little easier. Okay, so we just have to kill the minions. The miss is unfortunate. I'd known about the minions at the start of this fight, she would already be completely debuffed. Trying to pull this from the brink right now is going to be very hard.
Well, so much for peace.
We don't have much to work with. That little asshole is weak. Let's try and get us to safety for a second. I have no idea how I'm going to pull this one out. Astarion has 1 health. Okay, so she's having a bad day. And it's about to get much worse.
What's that?
That is all of her shit about to explode is what that is.
Bye forever, pal.
Everybody stop. Nobody move, because all that's gonna blow up. Yeah, that's why I told you all to stay still. Boy. That's kind of tough, huh?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
She had a Tollhouse key. Twist of Fortune that can go to Karlax, and Shadowheart would be encumbered by it. Let's read this. An unsigned writ suggests a counterfeit in progress. Whoever made it was planning to trade illegally within the Tollhouse. Alright. Well, we treaded new ground for me. Like I said, I've never fought that way before.
What am I to do?
That is brand new news to me. Let's get everybody sipped up. I do not like investigating things or exploring things that everybody's so weak. Run into a trap and it's good night.
My faith protects me.
Alright, Shadow. Heal yourself, I guess. We're long resting after this so she can dump her heals. And that will be okay.
Looking ahead.
Now lots of gold all over the floor here. Yeah, it took me a second to realize that. I had no idea that you stripped her down ordinarily. But I usually deceive her. That's what I usually do, because I usually have proficiency in lying, but I didn't do that for this build. So I kind of treaded new ground there. Ordinarily, you can trick her into thinking she doesn't need to be the toll collector anymore. She freaks out and explodes, so you just never have to fight her. That's how I've always taken care of that. Well, I learned something new.
My feet. Never a dull moment.
I will say, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Based on the amount of health she has. So what I should have done, knowing that, in hindsight, is I should have opened by attacking the hell out of her little minions. The more you know, I suppose.
Someone there?
Astarion, can you open this for me? Sweet, perhaps I have the key.
And, well, in it.
That is a strength check. That's alright, we happen to have somebody very strong. Yoink that open for me, Karlak.
Now,
500 gold.
what path lies before me?
We did get a bunch of keys while we were in here, so something is keyed up.
Anything of use?
Careful with the floor.
Something over there.
Iron Vine Shield, which is actually good for us. And a ledger. Everybody freeze right there. An official record of traders and goods passing through Wraithwind, as well as the tolls collected, organized by day. Every entry is made with precise strokes, and each page stamped with a wax seal bearing the letters GT, which would be Ketheric Dom's cousin, auntie, I'm not sure what he is. And there's our little hidden basement place, but the only way out of that place is to yeet yourself, so... The sneaky little hidden room. See, the door's right there for it, so we'll walk down.
No one's stopped me yet.
Don't want to be doing any daredevil stunts.
Seems simple enough.
We have the key for this.
Well,
We do, but in the form of a
let's
companion.
crack it open.
Is that
Astarion.
blood? No, never mind. Don't waste the
This
step.
is the stash house.
How delicious.
Astarion, you're up again. I
Easy.
believe this is likely all her confiscated goods that she took when she was in charge. Gloves of Battle Mage's Power. Battle Mage's Power. When a weapon attack roll inflicts a condition, the wielder gains arcane acuity. We'll give that to Gale in case we ever send him on out into our party.
Step lightly.
Although the odds of that happening are pretty low at this point, because I haven't needed him so far with me as a druid, and I doubt I will in the future. We're getting quite chunky as a druid now at this point, so... We have lots and lots of spells that we can cast.
Forget it. It's blocked from behind.
You say blocked. I say I'm bigger.
Time for a soft touch.
Ah, we actually can't smash our way in. There's a button right there.
Give up now.
I wonder.
Can't slow down.
Since I can technically see through this. Indeed. Alright. What goodies were down here? And was it worth my time?
Something good here, I hope.
Bear with me, party. You don't have the shadow curse, I'm here. Right. Now that we're doing the Tollhouse, let's zip on back to Wraithwind. I should bring my whole party with me. Of course I didn't. Because they weren't gathered. Oh no. Okay. That's a problem.
What's next?
Yeah, that's actually a giant issue. Who did I send that to? Yeah, you keep that. Now just run to me as fast as you can. I can eat some Shadow Curse. There we go. Welcome back, team. Well, crisis averted. I can go back to me. Put the turn-based mode.
Never a dull moment.
Okay. Crisis averted again. The Tollhouse is taken care of. This is directly to Moonrise. We're not doing that yet. Next episode, we will probably head into either the bar or the Masons Guild. We also have to go up here, the House of Healing. But right now, we need a couple things. We need a long rest. And we also need to sell up, so I'll probably wrap the episode here, and I'll sell up and long rest on my own time, and then I'll meet you guys back here next episode to deal with the House of Healing. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is of course a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Baldur's Gate 3. Take care everybody, have a great day.